and welcome to the 2021 version of the Get Momentum podcast. I'm really excited to say that we have made it through 2020 with some phenomenal guests, and I am ready to bring you some great guests for 2021 as well. We've already got some great ones lined up. But this is the third of a three-part series, the Penergy series, for you to listen to over the holidays. And I hope that you've had a really good holiday and that you've actually had time to reflect, because 2020, although has been a very strange year for everyone around the world. I mean, it's the first time in the world that it has been strange for everyone affected by the same thing. And I've seen some really great posts of people saying actually what 2020's brought for them and the positivity of it. And you can go back to two previous episodes, episode 34, where I talked about what COVID has really taught us. And then my evaluation of 2020 was last episode 35. And this is episode 36, where we're matching the woo with the do so that you can get fast, accelerated growth in your business. And I am going to talk about my 2021 plan, how that affects you guys, or you, and how you are part of that, and how you can actually focus on 2021 without the doubt that it is all going to fall apart anyway, like it did last year. Because I remember I spent hours and hours and hours filling out my planner, filling out my journal, doing loads of reflection, loads of like financial planning for the year ahead. I had my whiteboard all covered with, you know, what I wanted to do. I had quarterly plans, monthly plans, and it all kind of fell by the wayside, as I talked about. So this year, I'm going to help you come at your goals a little bit differently, and get back to basics. And just focus on the core things, because this is what one of the points I spoke about in episode 34 about what coronavirus has taught us, is just to focus on the things that really, really need to be done. And I feel that so many people's businesses have really accelerated because they've had to focus just on that one thing. So we're going to take that theme into 2021. So I did this really great exercise that Katia from 20K Nation took us through in a mastermind day that she had with us, which is what do you want to stop, what do you want to start, what were my highlights, what were my biggest lessons, what were my most meaningful moments, what do I really want in life in 2021. And that was a really hard one, actually, because I must admit I have been kind of cruising's not the right word because I don't cruise, but I have definitely been allowing external factors to probably shape what I think I have time for. And now that I've done a whole year of cleansing and getting rid of everything last year that didn't work for me, it was actually quite hard and then quite uplifting to think about what I really wanted in 2021. And if you're anything like me, I'm always really, really interested in what other people's goals are and what other people's aspirations are, because I think what I don't know, I can learn from others and what they're aiming for. And so I find that really, really interesting. And it really came down to a few core things, which is to really focus in my business on the core elements within my business. I have a lot of things that are in my business that I could sort of turn the tap on, turn the tap off. And last year I tried lots of different things, as you heard in the previous episode. So this year, moving forward, my business goals are all about the copy, paste, tweak, sales swipe file. I'm going to be bringing on affiliates. So if you want to help your clients and customers be able to sell more, then you can pop me a message and you can be on the wait list to be on the affiliates for that. And we're going to put a little bit more support and structure around the copy, paste, tweak, sales swipe file suite, where actually you're going to get some sales support and some sales coaching and training within a really, really affordable bundle. So I'm very excited about having that. And then the other thing that I am going to reopen the doors to is Get Momentum Mastermind, but it is going to be version 2.0, which is going to focus heavily on sales, and productivity and energy, okay? Because these are the things that really, one, light me up, and two, are the things that people really struggle with. They really struggle to continuously keep that excitement, that level of drive and ambition. And I see this is the thing that has curtailed a lot of businesses, is you go hard for a little while and then it drops off. So what we want to do is I'm going to, as part of the Get Momentum Mastermind, you'll still get all of the structure on how to find clients the easy way, how to find clients through paid advertising, how to find clients through interaction. So it's all about finding clients, and it's all about converting the sales. We focus heavily on the sales element, booking calls, getting people to your website to buy your product or service. But then version 2.0 is about how to keep that energy moving forward, how to stay strong in your brain, how to stay strong in your mind, how to stay strong in your body. So I'm really excited to add these extra elements into it. I'm also going to change the pricing structure. So it is going to be pay for a year in full or month by month. And I'm excited to bring a lot of new members into the Get Momentum Mastermind version 2.0. So those are the two things that I'm focusing on in my business, and that's it. So it's a copy, paste, tweak, sales, swipe, file, suite, and amping that up and really putting some support and community around it, and getting some affiliates, having affiliates being able to sell this so that it makes their life easy within their courses. They don't have to teach sales. They don't have to keep that up to date. They can just affiliate that out and make a great side hustle with that. And the Get Momentum Mastermind. There's one other project that I really, 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 really want to do. But I'm trying to just stay focused on those two. But if you're listening to this, which I hope you are, the secret is I'm going to write another book. So we'll just focus on the first two to start with, and we'll see how that goes. So what are you doing in your business to really, really narrow it down now that you've had the year before? Are you thinking that, because, you know, this year is not going to be very much different in terms of our ability to move around the planet, our ability to socialize. It's going to be very, very similar, where I feel we're on the out. So we are starting to move out and into a more positive place, where in 2021 it was kind of like going down to like, holy moly, I don't know what's happening. But as the vaccines are coming out, and, you know, and social distancing and wearing masks and washing hands and all those personal hygiene is becoming more of a norm, I think we're definitely going to be building our way back to a much more stable place. But we're still going to have those restrictions in place. So what are you focusing on in your business? That is one thing. And my goodness, if you are an entrepreneur with a true passion and spirit, that is going to be the hardest thing for you for the whole year, is to focus on one thing. That's not to say you, like, if it doesn't work, then the year's ruined, right? But just try and focus on that one thing for so long. I mean, why do you think Alon brings out and sells so many 90-day planners? Why do you think Todd Herman has the 90-day year? You know, like, it's all about just focusing on the one thing. In the book, I'm not sure who it's by, but it's called The Power of the One, or The Power of One. And so it's just about sticking to one thing. So already I've got two and possibly a third. So, so let's just hope that the one thing pops out. Then the other, in my personal side of things, I always have like a huge list of all these races and events and things that I want to do. And we're really, really lucky here in New Zealand that actually we still do have a lot of those events and races. But so, you know, so in my personal and health and well-being, I have always wanted, or not wanted, probably been intrigued and interested in bikini competitions. And I've seen a few people in the coaching world, Lisa Carpenter and Lisa Corduff, they both have gone into competitions, and I've seen them over the year, and I've thought, I am now going to be 41 this year, and I don't want to lose muscle mass in over winter. I'm going to train for a some sort of on stage bikini fitness model fitness competition to see how strong I can get and how disciplined I can be. So that's quite a huge thing for me to admit. It's been kind of on the radar for quite a few years, but I was always chasing the Hawaii Kona dream. And so I think this is the year that I am going to give it a go. So we'll see. And I also, the 70.3 half Ironman World Champs has been announced that it is now going to be in New Zealand in 2022. So that means I need to qualify for it this year. So that means I still need to keep my triathlon training up and a certain level of volume. So I am going to be doing a couple of half Ironmans over the year and the one in November will be a decider to see where is one of the first qualifying races here to qualify for the World Champs next year. And the 70.3 World Champs half Ironman, which is 1.9k swim, a 90k bike, and a half marathon, is the only World Champs distance that I've never been to. I've competed in all the other distances and disciplines. So yeah, so that's exciting. So those are my business and my fitness personal goals. And then I also I have financial goals where I really want to be able to save some money this year. I really want to be able to have consistent income and keep that consistent. I'd love to grow this podcast to 10,000 downloads at least. So if this resonates with you and you love listening to this podcast, please share it with other people. It's free to share it with other people and it just helps someone else's business so much. So that would be wonderful. And I've got a couple of holidays that I'd like to plan. I'd like to hike one of our great walks here in New Zealand and go skiing a bit more this year as well. But these are all kind of nice to haves and build in. The main ones are the back to basics, getting focused back in to get momentum and really amping that up so that all of my clients in there have the energy and the productivity to be able to hit those sales targets that they want. Get some affiliates happening with the sales swipe file suite and creating a community around that to making sales in everyone's business really, really easy. Because online businesses is totally what 2021 is all about. So that's going to be fun. Doing that stage competition and qualifying for the World Champs. And then, so those are kind of like my aims for the year. And then you also have the non-tangible, I guess, measurable aims, which is obviously to continue to be a fun and exciting and supportive partner. We've got quite a full-on year ahead already. I know that that's coming. And to keep raising little Josh, who will turn 3 at the end of this year, and just keep supporting him to grow and flourish. And as a mum, there's always something new every day that you're not quite sure how to navigate. So trying to keep a calm head around that and anticipate some of those changes. So that is my 2021. Now, what happens if the world falls over again in New Zealand, well, especially in New Zealand, and we are back in lockdown? The great thing about setting goals for 2021 is they needn't be reliant on the world or anything being open. So in the past, I've set goals of like going to 2 international conferences, this holiday here, that holiday there, seeing 3 countries, much more, I guess, freedom-based goals. This year, I'm keeping it really, really simple, but really, really achievable. So all of these goals I can do from sitting right in here. I guess the only ones that I can't is qualifying for the World Champs and going on stage, but they've had virtual ones and for both. So there is the ability. So when you are thinking about your 2021 goals, definitely do a big brain dump like I did, and then just pick the ones that if you had to be locked in a room, what could you still achieve? And I think if you go from that basis, then you are going to succeed in 2021 because you will pick some really, really specific, single goals, and then at the end of the year you're going to feel really, really accomplished, because all of what you have wanted to set out and achieve for your business has been viable, really. And so I hope that really excites you to sit down. And if you want to learn about how you can create 100K this year, whether you want to do that in 100 days or 300 days, it's completely up to you. But hitting the 6 figures is always a really good mark for you. Even if you've already hit 6 figures and you want to learn how to do it faster, I am going to do a free live training, and you can go to pennyelliott.com/100K. Really easy. pennyelliottgroup.com/100K, and you can register there for it. It's going to be on, I've had to move the date 1 day since the other episodes, because I've had something come up on the January the 12th in New Zealand that I can't not go to, a personal thing. So it is January the 13th at 11 a.m. New Zealand time, or January the 12th, 5 p.m. Eastern time, because obviously we're ahead in the world here in New Zealand. So make sure that you go to pennyelliottgroup.com/100K, pop your name and email in. I will then send you an email with the confirmation to say that you're in, and that you the Zoom link and all the details for it. And in this live training, I'm not going to witter on. I'm going to show you how this year, which is so important, 2021, about creating sales online. We're going to talk about how to do it, how to attract people, and how to keep these people coming in, right? Because everyone always says, oh, if you can sell something once, you can sell it 10 times over, which I actually find bullshit, because you can always find someone that is going to buy it. It's about keeping that sales machine going and continuously getting people in. Because I'm sure you're sitting there going, yeah, I've sold this once, but now how do I sell it 50 times over? So we're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about how to get your clients coming in, and how to continuously keep selling to people. All right. And so you can create that 100K in 100 days, or, the year, or shorter, whatever you want to do. I mean, I've used the same system for 20K in a week, 20K in a day, 100K in 100 days. I've had another client do 87,000 in 3 weeks. I've had another one that did 47,000 in 5 weeks, right? So it just depends on your energy, productivity, and your available time. So make sure that you join us. It's pennyelliottgroup.com/100K. And Penny Elliott has got 2 T's in it. And I will pop all the links in the show notes and all what you're going to learn. You do need to give me your name and email address. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but you have to, because how else am I going to send you the Zoom link, right? So make sure that you pop that in. I always do cool prizes and stuff during the live training as well. So when you join live, I always give away heaps of fun stuff that's tangible as well. So like, we've given away Amazon vouchers, we've given away Starbucks vouchers, we've given away loads of cool stuff. So make sure that you join us live on the training, register first, and I will see you there.